Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. I swear it feels like I was just here like a week ago. Hey, I was. So excited. Man, time is just flying. Halfway through June on the downhill side of 2021. Can you believe it? It still feels like we're having residual crap coming over from last year, from 2020. So just really cool to be outside and feel a little bit free. Saw a real cool news article that the governor of New York is lifting all the restrictions there so that city can get back to normal, which is good. It's one of the biggest cities in the country. Although I don't agree with a lot of the politics they got going on over there. It's a lot of good old-fashioned Americans there that need some money and need some help and need to get back to work. So it's a blessing to be able to have that happen. So excited about that. So anyway, jumping in and talking about the one thing that you can do if you want to get more eyeballs on your business. Now, if you're watching this, you probably say, I know what you're going to say, Forrest. And I really want to talk about this. I really want you to make an impact of what I'm going to say, because you can go through all the da-da-da's and this and that and the other. And there's gurus out there that are telling you this, that, and the other. For me, I track and measure every single thing I do. So the information I'm going to share with you right now is just based on true, real, raw data, nothing else. It's real. Now, my data may be different than yours, but this is what I do. These are the results that I get, and I want to share them with you. I want to share this tip with you, and you're going to be with Forrest. So feel free to drop some questions as I'm going through this. When I bring this topic up, feel free to drop your questions. Do a little quick Q&A here. Don't want to be here all day, but drop some questions in the chat. Chat in the comments. Drop your questions in the comments. I'll definitely do my best to answer them for you. So what are you doing? What is your, and I'll ask this question for starters, what is your number one challenge when it comes to, building your business? What do you feel is your biggest challenge? What's the biggest hurdle? What's the biggest obstacle? That's my phone there in the view. What's your biggest obstacle? What do you think what do you struggle with most? So feel free to just drop your question, drop your comment or statement. What do you struggle with the most? So here we go. There's the one tip, and this is just going to be crazy. And you're going to be like, Forrest. Now watch, you're going to say, but Forrest. Here it is. Ask a lot of people if they're open to taking a look at your opportunity. That's the tip. Ask lots of people, lots and lots. Big number, lots. I'll give you an example today. I sat down, and here's how we do that. Let me back into that a little bit. I sent out 1,072 messages today. 1,072 today. Let me repeat that. 1072 today. It might be even more than that because I got a couple more people. And as a result of doing that just today, right? Some people are sending out 10 messages and they're wondering why their business isn't growing, right? I did 1,072 today. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm gonna give you a mindset shift, right? Let's do a mindset shift here on making an impact. And as a result, I'm at 50, and I just got two more. I think I'm at 54 people replied back and said, and there were some people that said no, and I got some people that cussed me out. I'm not even worried about those. But I got 54 people now. I want to say it's 54 that said, yes, I want to take a look at your information. Yes, I want to take a look at your information. 54 of them today. So guess what I got to do tomorrow? I got 54 follow-ups tomorrow, right? From brand new stuff I sent out today. So when you're looking at, it broke up a little bit. Did you just say you reached out to 1,072 people? Yes, I did. Today. And like when I told you at the beginning of last month, I was doing the 5,000 reach outs for the month of June, and we started 8 days in. And I think we're on I don't even know what we're on day 20 something or other now. And I've been averaging right around 100 people a day for the last, 2.5 weeks. So I went really big today. Now here's the importance of this, and I really want to emphasize this. As you're building your business, it's very, 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 very important that you start building a list, because there's no way on God's green earth, I would have been able to send out 1,072 prospecting messages without a big list. I'm just getting started because I've got another 4,000. I'm going to do 1,000 a day. So I've got another 4,000 on one list. That is a result of me prospecting and working and following up and putting people and tracking and measuring and putting people on my follow-up list and tracking and measuring, putting people on my follow-up list. Some of these people are a couple of years old from people I reached out to before, but guess what? I have their name, I have their email address, I have their phone number, right? So when you start to build that list, you need to make sure that and this is the important part of this. This is sort of part two to the very most one important thing, is you need to keep those lists of names with you somewhere on some type of something so that you can prospect big. And of course, I use a software that helps me reach out to these people so I don't have to do it. I actually use a texting software, so I was able to text the message to them. So there's some deals there. But guess what? Is I could have spent the next however many days trying to do it manually, working on this. So it's very, very important that you build a list, you start collecting names, because not everybody you reach out to is going to want to do business with you right now. These 54 people that responded back didn't want to do business with me a year ago. And now they're like, oh, wait a minute. Crap's changed. Life has changed. Economy is changing. People want to work from home. People want to work, people don't want to go back to the job, right? They've seen a taste of the freedom life on the side of like, man, I can work from home and I can still get paid and I can still have a life. I don't have to go to an office and sit down and be in the crew, right? So imagine the difference in that, how we do that. Hey, Mark, thanks for swinging by. Hey, Noah, thanks for swinging by. So I'm challenging you to do this, right? Get serious about your freaking business. Get serious about your business. Every single person that you talk to, right, that responds back to you, you should have on a list somewhere. You should have a list of those people that responded, and then you should continue to follow up with them. Now, here's my rule is I've got to Ray teaches to follow up with them until they tell you no, or until they pass away. Well, I follow up with them continually too. And what I do is when I get to the 6-month point, I start over from zero again, because 6 months ago they ain't thinking about me, doing the deflections and all the updating deflections. And I go right back to them and say, hey, 6 months ago you said that you're open to an opportunity to look at making some money working online. My business is blowing up right now. Are you ready? Right? Get straight to the point. No worries, no beating around the bush. You don't need to be friends with them. Matter of fact, you don't need to be friends with anybody to help them make money. That's my opinion. You can be nice, you can be professional, but you don't have to be their best bud. You don't have to know about their kids and their dogs and their cats and all that crazy stuff. Now, as you start to build a relationship with them, as you have those conversations, it's nice to talk to them and say, hey, Tom, I'm curious, what do you do for a living? And Tom's going to blah, blah, blah. And how long have you been doing that? Great, awesome. You got kids, you're married, 3 kids, awesome. And you can start to build that relationship, but you still don't have to be best friends with them to help them make money, right? You don't have to be their best buddies. You can just be on a mission to help people get out of their financial crap hole, right? You can be on a mission to help people improve their lives. You can help people pay off their debt. You can help people save money. You can help whatever it is, right? If you're in the mission to helping people start a business, right? Whatever your business is, be on that mission, right? And my mission today was I reached out to 1,072 people. Actually, yeah, something like that. It was 1,000, somewhere it was over 1,000. And I said, hey, this is what I've got going on. Are you open to, is this something you want to take a look at? And 54 people replied back. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying, if you want to make a big impact with your business, you've got to take massive freaking action. You must have a list. You've got to have a list. And if you're brand new, just starting out, don't let what I just said freak you out. I've been doing this a long time. I'm really good at what I do. As an internet sales manager for a car dealership, I get it. I understand how to do follow-up and list building. I learned how to do this. So it takes time. Don't freak out because you got 10 people on your list. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Freedom, there is no get-rich-quick deal, right? Put your head down. Go to freaking work hard. And if 48 months from now, 60 months from now, you look up and go, dang, I can probably walk away from my job right now, right? And again, I'm not saying that that's the promises, but if you work hard, you reach out to a lot of people, don't get addicted to the results, get addicted to your activity. How many people can I say, hey, are you thinking about starting a home-based business? Are you thinking about starting a business online? Would you like to take a look at what I'm doing and see if it might be a fit for you too, right? If you are, great, I'll send you some information. If not, not a big deal. Ask that question over and over and over and over and over, and have confidence that it's going to work. And then when you get one person to say yes, guess what happens? You get more excited about reaching out to more people. And you get 2 people that say yes, you get more excited about asking more people. When you get 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 10, and then when you have 2,000 people in your customer bucket, you're like, dang, let's go do this again, right? When you have a month, you sit down and you work really, really hard, and you put over 400 customers in your business, and you look up and go, crushed it. What? Celebrate, right? You get confidence when you do that, but you have to work hard. You have to believe in what you're freaking doing, or it's for bang. If you're in the deals like, I'm just going to try to see what happens, just stop right now. Just go ahead and quit right now, right? If you have that horrible attitude, just go ahead and quit right now. I challenge you, track everything you do, track it and measure it, track it and measure it. I think I said this yesterday, plan it out. Plan out your week, schedule out your week. You don't have to do your business 24/7, 365. I spent the majority of my day today doing training. I was like looking at different training modules. And I literally just sat down and did prospecting for the last, I don't know how long it took me to do that. I built up the list and I hit send and boom. I think it took me longer to put people on my tracking sheet than it did anything else, right? So I challenge you to go out and hustle hard, ask a lot of people. Don't care. I got cussed out by some people. You know, I got the F-bomb and the MF bomb dropped on me a couple of times a day. And I was like, okay, have a nice day. Sorry you're feeling so bad. Boom, blocked and moved on. Took them off my list and moved on. I didn't freak out about it, right? I didn't need to put a message in the group and say, what do I say? I just blocked them and moved on. You're looking for people that are looking to say yes to look at your opportunity. That's it. And out of that 54 people, somewhere in that list of 54 people, some people are going to move to the next step and say, yeah, let's do business together. And when I send out the 1,000 messages tomorrow, there's going to be a group of people that do the same thing. And I'm going to pull those people, move them to the top, move them through my funnel, get them enrolled, and boom, at the end of the month, guess what? I'm going to have some new team members, and I'm going to teach them to do exactly what I did because it's very duplicatable, and teach them how to do a list and get customers and prospect and do all that kind of fun stuff that we have for building a business. So hopefully you got some value. If you did, share your number one takeaway. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing to do about it. Oh, by the way, if you want my Google Sheets tracking, follow-up tracking formula thing that I use for Google Sheets, shoot me a private message. I'll get you the link to that so you can go check it out. I did a video on how to use it. There's a link in there so you can download it. Very, very cool. And if you do decide to go there and you download it, you got to make a copy of it and save it to your drive. If you don't make a copy, everybody in the world is going to be able to see all the people that you're putting on your list, and you don't want that to happen. So if you like a copy of my Google Sheets training, shoot that over to me, because you definitely need to follow up with people. You definitely need to have a list of somewhere so that someday, like me, when you grow up and you have a big list, you can send out 1,000 messages to people in one day. So anyway, I love you. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing to do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators. Make an extreme impact and be an equity creator. I hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.